Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So I have read your comments as always, and I have taken into account the fairly high demand for a new combine harvester. So today we're going to buy a new one. Yes, we're going to sell our combine harvester. We're possibly going to have to get a loan, we probably are, and we're going to get a brand new Dominator. But as it turns out, there's quite a large choice. There's a very big selection here. It does have to be a modern classic or a vintage machine, so it probably can't be anything like this. That looks a bit too modern. I think that's early 2000s, like 2003-ish. So it will have to be like this, yeah, the Dominator Maxi, something like that. That might be allowable. Yeah, I think it probably is actually. I think that's older than 2000s, it must be. So we will go with any of these that we can afford. Really, well, we don't have much money, so this one here is the obvious one. And then on top of this price, we do have the header. But we do have the C450, C510. Oh, I'm not going to read them all out. They're all here. I was just going to say the C-Pack, but it would have sounded so weird. Yeah, anyway, it came with the Dominator, so we're going to go with one of these. It'll probably have to be one of the smallest, unfortunately, but I could push my luck. Yeah, I probably will do. I usually do. So anyway, yes, this will all be to do a contract, because I don't think any of our fields are ready today. No. And it's to prevent us from passing through the days too quickly, because we're sort of at the stage now where I think if we harvest everything now, if we rush through, even if I re-drill, it's going to be some crazy mad rush at the end, and we don't want that at all. So I think we should probably just take it easy, focus on drilling this field here, because this one has to be done, it's been cultivated, and then also working in the alfalfa fields, and then doing the final harvest in the other two fields. Yeah, just going to take it slowly, really, and leisurely. It's not ready? No, 67% for that one. So that's good. Anyway, yeah, enough of me rambling on. Let's first of all find a contract, then we can sort out how much money we actually require to do the contract. Because it's bigger, a bigger harvester, we should be able to go for a bigger field. Not ridiculously big, but like this one here, for example, £3,500. Yes, that is 4.8 acres. So not massive, certainly doable with the combine we're targeting. So 144 is where exactly? Oh, I feel like I do that field all the time. It's always this one here. Well, we did actually do that with ours, our existing tiny machine. So yeah, we can certainly do it again with the big one. The other thing I need to really check is how big our existing header is. Does it not say? I think it's because it's all in one, so it probably doesn't say. Also, have you noticed, I'm left clicking at the moment. You can probably just about hear it. I've got a new silent click mouse. I'm sure many people will be very pleased, especially when I do front loader work. So it will become very obvious when I do front loader work. So anyway, let's jump into our Massey Ferguson combine. It is time to say goodbye. It's been a brilliant machine, but all good things sadly must come to an end. So yeah, let's head off. Let's try and make as much money as possible from it. But it was never a high value machine in the first place. But I'd like to think if we repair it and everything, we should get 6,000. That would be nice. Ooh, £2,800 to repaint. Luckily, we'll always make a profit. But that is expensive. So there we go, we probably did make about 6,000. Happy with that. So we have, in the bank, £27,459. Do we have any apples ready? No, we don't. So we could sleep. There's not actually that many jobs on offer, so we could easily go through to August. But no, I think we'll probably just take the loan. That's going to be the best way of doing this. So we currently have no loan. I have totally repaid it. This is going to have to be repaid over, well, we'll say 1 year. I think that should be fine. My maximum loan I'm going to take out here, I think, is going to be 60,000. It is a big one, obviously, but a combine is an expensive asset. There's just no way around it. No way at all. So now the question is, which one do we go for? I think we'll just go for this one. And I hate to go for the smallest, but we've got to be realistic here. Ooh. Well, that one looks more vintage. I think it is, so we'll go for it. Everything else can remain the same. £56,000, and now... Oh, we're probably going to need a header trailer too, aren't we? Well, 5.4 metres, 6 metres. I wish I could. Maybe I can. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It's so difficult. It's so difficult to know for sure. I suppose the recommended is that one, the 510. Oh, crikey. That one, 100 and something horsepower combine? No. I'm going to go for this one. I'll go for the 540. We've just got to play it safe, I think, because that really is pushing it. Let's just attach it and see what sort of width. Well, we know exactly which width we're on, but see if I can get it down the road without using a header trailer, because that is a chunk of money which we could do without spending. Oops. Well, I can do it. I can get it down the road, but we're going to have to keep pulling over. And we should technically have an escort, but back in those days, 80s, 90s, would they have? Well, I suppose they would have done, yeah. Yeah, although health and safety has got tighter, I think common sense has always been very much a thing. So, yes, I think an escort, some form of escort would have always been mandatory. Let's go up here. That's better. I would much prefer to harvest these fields. And I think if we do rest and go into August, we can harvest these fields. Yeah, it's just making the most of July, and we haven't really done much, so I think, yes, we'll do that field. We'll do that field over there. We'll get 144 assigned to us. Yeah, accept contract. And that's going to give us a load of barley. We're going to need to get a traction trailer over there. And I totally am aware that I'm sort of going the long way around it. It's just to keep off the road as much as possible. We're going to have to backtrack in a second. Only a bit. Oh, unless I can... No, I never get down there, will I? Well, actually, what I could do is I could cut straight through the yard. That would work. Because we've taken down that house. So, yeah, just turn left here. And that'll take the corner off. Easy peasy. We're level with the road. Ideally, we do need to go where that loading wagon is, because there's no gate. Ooh. Okay, that was a little enthusiastic, I think. But we're now at least on the right road. I'm so ready for FS25. Giants keep releasing all these videos and stuff, and I'm like, we want to just get FS25 right now. Because once we know the features of 25, which we do, once we found those out, I was like, I don't want to play 22 anymore, let's get to 25. But of course we've got to wait for that release date. It must be the field that's ready, the golden one. Let's get cracking. Yes, so far I don't regret getting this header, but this is going to be the deciding factor. Oh, brilliant, no problem at all. So we probably could have gone for the 6 metre. Yeah, we could always upgrade in the future. Anyway, at least we now have a bigger tank. And this is actually 2 fields. We go beyond those trees. Yeah, it's doing so well. I think we could have very easily had a bigger header. But we can change. It's not really going to cost too much. I don't think we'll lose too much if we do change, although it might wipe out the profit from this particular job. Although we should have quite a lot of excess grain, because we're not really getting the money from the job, we're getting it from the excess grain. And it should be good. It's quite a big field. I think the bigger the field, the more we get to keep. Well, obviously in quantity, but I mean like percentage-wise. So anyway, yes, we'll continue and we'll finish this piece, and then we'll be over in that piece. And I think that second piece is actually bigger. Yeah, it looks to be longer. I will have to go and unload at some stage, so we might have to stick it onto a worker. Probably when we get into that field, though. I think we'll be okay for this field. I'll just do this myself. And yes, then I'll have to go, because I don't think we're going to fit the entire field into one trailer, especially as it is barley and it's fully fertilised. So yes, that is going to generate a lot of grain. Right, the trailer's almost full. It's not totally full, but it is almost there. I think probably what we have in the combine now is going to fill it, which means we're actually not going to get it all into 2 loads either, because like I said, I think the other half is bigger. So it's going to be 2 and a bit, 3 loads in total. Not the end of the world. I don't actually know where we're going to exactly. Oh, the usual place. Okay, well that makes it easy, but it is a bit of a drive. It is definitely a bit of a drive from here. I do have a few little bits of grain that I have missed, so I really should go back for those. Because after all, there is a percentage of grain that we're actually going to get to sell ourselves, and we get paid for that. So yes, we don't want to be missing anything. It's a good incentive not to miss anything at all. So there we go. That is the first section of 144 done. I doubt this will all fit, but I'm usually wrong. And today is no exception. Yeah, let's stick with tradition. And now into the other section. So I'm going to put it on a worker straight away. It's probably going to miss a strip because it needs to sort itself out. This is something which we shouldn't have to worry about with FS25, I hope. Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about it going off course or just sitting there detecting trees and saying that it's going to give up. Yes, I really, the sooner the better. It can't come soon enough. Can't wait for it. Yep, definitely a long one. I will have to come back and harvest this end here to make it easier for it. But anyway, what do we have? We've got 95%. We're going to need to do 3 loads anyway, so we don't even need to fill them. Although trail load number 2 will be filled. That's for sure. Let's get those beacons switched on. And let's go. Obviously all of this load is for the farmer who owns it. But I'm hoping load number 3 will be mostly for us. That would be very good. Mustn't get the wrong one. I think it is the other one. Yeah. That marker is definitely not here. It is over here. Yeah, long drive. It is a long drive. Having bigger trailers obviously would be our solution to that, but then we'd need bigger tractors too, and most importantly, more money, which we don't have. Yeah, so we're going to stick with these. We do actually have another trailer. I could use the other trailer as well, but I just like this trailer. So, yeah, to confirm that I have tips at the right place, when this gets to 0%, we should get an update on how much I've transported. So the overall contract is 50% and 39% transported. Only 39%? Yes, so that confirms that it's 3 loads. Right, back to the field. We will immediately have to unload the combine. And this is why I hate employing workers. Thanks a lot, worker. Now I need to cover all this ground again. Because you didn't have eyes. Or at least you did have eyes, but you forgot to switch them on. Ugh. Well, okay. Let me just tidy up this mess first of all. Goodbye, worker. You're fired. Well, hurrah. I've managed to sort out the mess. I think it must be that the worker doesn't know the exact width of the header for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Probably another reason to upgrade to 6 meters. I'm trying to find every excuse, but actually it probably would work. Anyway, yes, I'm going to continue. We're going to be full very soon though, so well, the only alternative is just to either put up with the missed bits or not use a worker at all, because we are almost full once again, which is unfortunate. That's the trailer full again. Okay, so let us put this on a worker. I am going to use a worker because what I can do is I can just whiz over the missed bits at full speed, because that actually wouldn't be unrealistic. It is, well, maybe not at full speed, but it would certainly be doable for the combine. It's not going to get overloaded because it's just taking the slightest bit. It's just a really annoying situation, actually. There's nothing you can really do about it. Yeah, that header, I'm guessing, is just configured wrong for its width. So I guess the worker thinks that it's wider than it actually is, because it's leaving a bigger gap, but it's not actually harvesting it. So anyway, yep, here we go. That looks heavy. That looks seriously heavy. Yeah, let's drive. Let's go and say hello to this chap.
Hey.
Ah, yes, very good. Right, okay. So it's not going to be 100% transported, but it must be 80 or 90%. We've got to be high up in those figures. 81. Shame it's not 91, but anyway. Off we go. Let's get back for the final load. Yeah, it's taken a long time. It's mostly because of the travelling though. It takes so long to get to here. Okay, so we've got our lovely lines there again, but it has done another full tank for us, so I think really it is worth it. We don't have too much left to do, so we'll just get, well, we'll get our harvest at normal speed, 6 miles per hour, until we get to just tidying up, in which case we'll remove the limiter, and then we'll harvest it very high speed, because it's not really harvesting, it's just tidying up, getting the bits that the game couldn't do. There we go. Will we get another full tank? No. Well, I would be surprised, but then yeah, it's a high yielding crop, so it is possible. The yard can welcome a brand new combine, and next time we are going to be harvesting our own fields with this. I do need to make the entrance a bit bigger though. Well, I just need to move the loading wagon really. But no, that's boring, let's just ram through. Yeah, so we will be using this a great deal actually really soon in our own fields, and we'll do plenty more contracts in the other fields. Let's get the Massey Ferguson. Let's go and find out how much we've actually made. It's not actually looking that promising that we've made that much ourselves, which is a shame since this has taken the entire episode to do. Well, we know we've got about 3,500 guaranteed, but the bonus isn't looking like crazy big. Although you probably still wouldn't grumble at what it's going to be. It's just, in FS we sort of think that £5,000 or £10,000 is nothing really. It's like £100 to us in real life. Well, I suppose that depends how rich you are, but yes, in Farming Simulator, money just doesn't seem as valuable. At least that's what I found. Like, you can just go and throw £100,000 at a machine without really thinking. Well, that's what I do anyway. But in real life, I'd be like, whoa, I can't even afford that. I've always wondered how you pronounce the name of this map. I was thinking it was Spakawo, but that just sounds like a really harsh pronunciation. So I don't know if it's Sparkowo? Oh, I don't know. Please, somebody help me out before I embarrass myself. And this is it. How much will we get? I'm going to guess 1,500. About £1,500 as a bonus on top of the actual contract pay. So watch the bank account. I hope it's more than that, but can't be greedy. Oh wow, look at that. So we now get a 5% discount from Thomas's Fields, and we did get almost £2,000, £1,921 bonus, which actually is very good. Yeah, more than, it's always great when it's more than what I anticipate. So also, yeah, 3,500 there, collect that, and we now have £27,000 in the bank, but it's not really ours, which is the sad part. But we're going to repay that relatively quickly. We do have the harvest coming up, so we'll be able to make some money from those crops very soon. And, well, actually, yes, the next episode we're going to be harvesting our own fields, so we'll have the product to sell, but we won't be selling it, because I'm going to wait for the best price in December. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.